Alright, everybody. Are you a new rider, beginner rider, or better yet, broke rider looking for gear? Wondering what you should do about it? We're going to help you out with this. We got some gear over here we're going to go through. Now, you're probably watching your normal huge motor vloggers. They're telling you to buy the $7,000 bike and a couple $1,000s worth of gear, but you might be broke. I'm broke. I'm going to tell you you don't necessarily always have to do that. And we're going to go through some of this. This is going to be the best video you've probably seen, obviously. I'm not going to have all the fancy links in the description. I'll try and have something in the description of leading you towards where I bought it or whatnot, but some of this gear might not be available anymore, so the links wouldn't work, and I didn't plan ahead when I bought this to do that. So, let's welcome to my bedroom, studio, kitchen, all of the above. But let's try and go through the gear now and see what happens. How I probably should do this. And then all of this gear, as the title is going to suggest, I pretty much got everything here for kind of $100 or less. So we'll probably head to the toes kind of thing or something like that. So see if how we can do this. But this is going to be the very first helmet I got when I bought my first scooter in 2012. I got this when I got this scooter. It's I don't know if this is so it is one. So Z1R. I don't know a lot of these. I'm not gonna know the exact model names or that type of doodad, but that's gonna be a Z1R helmet. It's just a regular old helmet. Neither of mine have it, but not pin locking or anything like that. Couple vents. It's pretty heavy. That was like about an $80 helmet, I believe, when I got it. I also got these gloves at the same exact time along with it. So these Z1R gloves. They got the hard knuckles right there. You might be able to see in the light the drastic difference of coloration from the sun, because these I got the same thing. I got back in the day, 2012, and I still use these daily to this day. All they do is have a little bit of a tear going action on the cuff of this glove, but they certainly have more than held up. And I can't remember the same thing. I can't remember how much these cost, but they certainly were not $300 gloves or super expensive. And then we got that was just showing that because I got it at the same time. So then this is the helmet that I'm using currently. It's a Vega. I'm not exactly sure what the model number is. Hopefully I'm filming it because my screen went out, but got the chin mount there that I got off of Amazon. This thing with chin mount was about $14, so you don't need any fancy chin mount either. This helmet I bought on clearance for $80 at a motorcycle shop. Would have been about a $250 helmet, I believe. So there's that thing. And then starting out in the beginning, I would have only had helmet, gloves, hiking boot, and I normally wore rain gear like the frog Toggs. I had pants and a coat at one time that I wore the pants, like my bed. I wore the pants over my work pants because I normally would be just commuting or going on short commutes. So once again, all this, I guess that could be said too. All of your gear kind of is going to be dependent upon your riding style and all that type of stuff. So if you're going to track, get tracksuit, all that type of stuff. But I mean, you don't necessarily have to get the best of the best gear. My mentality is get something middle ground, get something that's not obviously cheap but good, and you probably should maybe just get your gear, make sure you get gear, and worry about upgrading your gear, get better gear as you go, as you get better in skill, as you potentially are going to take more risks. Obviously, the people around you are you can't avoid that. That's going to be whatever. But, yeah, before we get sidetracked here. So, that would have been one of my rain suits. I have, I don't have the pants anymore because they did get shredded all hell from the wind. So, we'll get rid of that. And then we have the next coat, High Vis. This is going to be First Gear Jaunt, I think was the model number on this one. I'm pretty sure I bought this off of Cycle Gear. And I bought it on closeout for, I can't recall much, but I don't think I spent over $100 on any piece of gear that I had. And then it would have came with a, oh, that's the other one, but it doesn't make any difference. It would have came with a thermal liner as well. This is the one for the coat that's underneath it, but this is just your run-of-the-mill normal black thermal liner that would zip into your coat or button in your coat, or however they have it fastened. Usually I believe everyone takes these out immediately and throws them aside, and you usually layer up with something else underneath, or I'll grab them and I'll layer with them, but I won't necessarily have them zipped in. But this was a First Gear Jaunt I bought on closeout. We'll say for about 80 bucks. You would call it, I would guess, a 3-season coat. It's got quite a few vents and whatnot. It's got chest ones here. It's got one that goes down the shoulder here. It's got the one in the back. It's got padding in the elbows, the back, and it would have had it in the shoulders, but I don't know, maybe a year ago I took them out because maybe I'm getting a little too husky. But this coat fits a little snug because it was a little bit small. Tried to trade that side, but since it was a closeout, it was already gone. So that's like what I was saying about the links. Some of the stuff might not exist, but at least I can say I'm pretty sure that's where I got it, was on Cycle Gear. So places you Cycle Gear, Bike Bandit, I think was one. Revzilla. There's going to be multiple different online distributors you can go to, and that's going to be your best bet, is to look at the closeouts or stuff like that, or go into your local motorcycle shop and same deal, see if they have any sales. So that's going to be this one, High Vis. I highly recommend High Vis all the time. And as I said, like, one thing I definitely need to do is wash my gear. I've never washed my gear. It's kind of nasty, but yeah, this thing, how long, I think pretty much most of my gear is 2019 or older after this, because I think I bought this is at least a few years old, and this has held up very well. And if you watch my video just from it'll be a few clicks back, or if I really know how to link it, can you ride a motorcycle in the rain, I was wearing this, and I basically just got a little wet on the shoulders and then in my crotch area and my pants because of the way I'm sitting on my scooter. But basically, this is more or less waterproof. No, it's not Gore-Tex or anything like that, but as long as you're not riding in the rain for 12 hours, you're going to be good to go. Like, it'll soak through eventually, and so as long as you're not riding, whatever, more than an hour, and then not going to try and get back on your bike within the next 15 minutes after stopping, like, you're good to go. But that's going to be that one. And then I bought this, once again, Z1R Mesh coat. This was another kind of on sale at a motorcycle dealership. This one's actually pretty great. This one's pretty comfortable. Flows a ton of air. I should start wearing this more often, and just when it gets chillier, wear something over the top. This one is kind of, obviously no vents because it's already completely mesh. It's got like one pocket or something on the inside. So the closeout at a motorcycle shop. Same time I bought the helmet over there and this pair of gloves. These were all kind of closeout items. I bought this raincoat for $20, I think it was. I should wear them more often, but I seldom wear my raincoats because I'm usually always wearing that first coat we showed you, which is waterproof, so if I happens, whatever, Obviously, I'm commuting most times, so a lot of times I'll negate not to ride if it's going to rain, but if I do get caught in the rain, like, I'm going to be dry enough in that. Otherwise, if I do plan on going on a long trip, I have these raincoats, or I more importantly use these raincoats for layering and such, because that's going to be another huge trick for you. I live in the Midwest, so when it starts to get cold, I get real creative with my layering as far as wearing coats underneath that coat, or like I'm gonna try out, or I have worn once now, like that mesh coat, now that I have that underneath like a winter style coat. Or you'll wear a raincoat over that. Like I might experiment with that, with layering a sweatshirt or something, plus the mesh coat, plus the raincoats. I have one other raincoat, but I was too lazy to get it because it's in my saddlebag in my new bike. So got this for $20. And then you got your Amazon special. I got these pants off of Amazon for, I think these were about $60. I can't remember the alpha. I can't remember, once again, like I don't know the model number of the pant, but insert Amazon and there'll probably be 1,000 of them. Once again, this has got it's got the padding in the knees. It's got a little bit of padding in the hips. They're decently comfortable. I haven't had any issues with them. And once again, as far as rain, like, I think pretty much any pant would, but riding in extreme wet weather, the only wetness that I get would be your crotch will be wet, because the way I was sitting on my scooter, the way the water pools in your lap, I don't think pretty much any garment is going to stop that. So you don't have to get ultra expensive gear. And then I never wear these, but before I picked up these pants, I just picked up some knee pads, cheap knee pads that I was hoping I could wear over my just regular pants, just to have somewhat of peace of mind. But I wouldn't trust these at all. I'm sure they don't work. I never wear them. And then as far as winter stuff, like I said, like, I go around the gamut of layering underneath, or like a raincoat over the top of something. I have a baklava if it gets real crazy cold, because I'll try and ride down till it's really cold, depending on how brave I am. And then this is another pair of gloves I picked up off of Amazon. They're like a mesh glove. They're probably not broken in yet, but these ones a lot of times aren't the most comfortable. Nor are those mesh gloves that I showed you, because those I didn't realize were a pair of women gloves, and they're really small, so they kind of hurt my hands, but at the same time they're also kind of nice because you can totally feel everything. But like I said, I'll try and put something in the description of where I got this stuff, but there's not going to be actual links of the actual gear. And yes, I apologize, this isn't a pro video. Just, I've seen some videos that a lot of people probably get terrified instantly of thinking there's no way I can ride, because I can't afford that motorcycle and I can't afford all of that gear, which I can't myself either. That's why I buy some of this cheap stuff. I've gotten cheap motorcycles and cheap gear, and I've been here for a while, so practice your skills, get your practice riding, then you can upgrade your gear, upgrade your bikes. But I guess don't get scared into thinking you need to have a bankroll to go out there and buy that immediate brand new motorcycle and $2,000 Sedici helmet or something like that. Well, I don't know how much that costs, just throwing that out there. But go to your local motorcycle shop, looking for their stuff that could be on sale. Go on your Cycle Gear, your Bike Bandit, I think, pretty sure was another one. Revzilla, go on all of them. Look on their closeouts. Look on their last year gear. Look on that type of stuff. You'll be able to pick up stuff cheaper and save yourself some money and get out there. So thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And I hope this wasn't too terrible. If it was, I'll scrap it if it was mediocre or better. I'll see you out there, and smash that subscribe button. See y'all later. Bye-bye.